Have you guys been on Vaughn, Randy?
Smirk. Big brr.
Jerry Production.
On the way, you get something back from me, shit. You gotta get it, this shit in blood, huh? Bitch, I got my own fight, don't need security in the club. All they wolfing on the net, nigga, I thought you was a thug. I ain't got nowhere to go, I shot up everywhere they was. Yeah, you know who took this shit from you, come get it back in blood. Brr, brr, bitch, come get it back in blood. We ain't mask up, no Dodger X, niggas know who it was. Extorting shit just like the 80s, want some back, get it in blood. Yeah, you know who took that shit from you, come get it back in blood. If a nigga killer ain't dead, you should wear no RP shirt. We had 300 shots up in the car before we picked up dirt. You niggas who ain't got shit going, go grab a glizzy, get alert. Shots to G-Post RP and the reason he in the dirt. Brr, you gotta know I go too far. Got two O's up on this honey, one of them might stand for O-Block. About 20 some shots left up in the K, 15 still in the Glock. Leave my door unlocked and stop, I like getting on feet, park the car. Brr, we get up close, do 'em dirty, I ain't showing love. 11,000 all ones, left my right pocket in the club. These blue faces up on me dirty, I went got it out the mud. If I took some, get it in blood, I don't give a fuck where we was. Bitch, I got my own fight, don't need security in the club. All they wolfing on the net, nigga, I thought you was a thug. I ain't got nowhere to go, I shot up everywhere they was. Yeah, you know who took this shit from you, come get it back in blood. Brr, brr, bitch, come get it back in blood. We ain't mask up, no Dodger X, niggas know who it was. Extorting shit just like the 80s, want some back, get it in blood. Yeah, you know who took that shit from you, come get it back in blood.
Killed your mans, you keep on talking, better get that shit in blood. Give my shorty them a dub, then they gon' walk inside the club. Hit his little ass with that switch, I bet that switch up his nerve. Fuck the ops inside my city, little bro, put them in the mud. You can't come back to your hood, huh? No. He was dissing on my cousin, now his ass all in that wood, huh? Book his ass, I wish he would come. Pussy. V-Roy pop up out that car with that new Glock, I wish he would run. His ass playing, bitch, I'm really icy. Really icy. Who shicey, that's my dog. But fool, you know I'm really shicey. You told all them OT niggas that you really slide. Pussy. Tell the truth about your game, bitch, they really dying.
Bitch, I got my own fight, don't need security in the club. All they wolfing on the net, nigga, I thought you was a thug. I ain't got nowhere to go, I shot up everywhere they was. Yeah, you know who took this shit from you, come get it back in blood. Brr, brr, bitch, come get it back in blood. We ain't mask up, no Dodger X, niggas know who it was. Extorting shit just like the 80s, want some back, get it in blood. Yeah, you know who took that shit from you, come get it back in blood. Bitch, brr,
Get it back in blood. What's up, everybody?
Jerry Production.
Joe and Randy on the low, episode 28. What's going on, everybody?
So excited to be here.
Hell yeah. You're about to enter a wormhole.
Am I?
Oh yeah, it's a good time though. It's a good wormhole. All right.
Oh
let's
yeah,
see.
I forgot the acid thing. Yeah. I thought you meant your show was going to be the wormhole. I was like, uh-oh. Here we go.
Nah, I don't know
okay.
that.
Double wormhole. All right.
Get this thing out of here. VLC, we got our awesome background visuals going. Yeah, so Randy, you are from the Rich Dickman show. Randy, I don't know, are you
Yep.
of the Rich Dickman show? Is that how you introduce
Yeah, I think
yourself?
of the Rich Dickman show. Yeah, of the Rich Dickman show, the executive producer, the one and only. The guy with the best beard on the podcast for sure. You know, and I just kind of dominate that category in most rooms that I'm in. And usually the thickness of my hair intimidates people too.
Thickness of your cock, maybe?
No, that's very.
It's looking
not
like
thick.
a vape pen. Like one of the old vape
more
pens.
like, okay, maybe the thickness. It does look like a compact disc. Yeah, so it is very wide. I guess you're right on that, but it's very thin. You know, there's many different ways that you can describe. It depends on the mood of my penis. So
These things happen. You just have to find your very own CD-ROM drive.
yeah, and I've been very lucky with that thus far. So.
Oh yeah. So what do you do for fun when you're not with the Predator Rim and the Enlightened Ray? What's your life about?
I'll play around, but okay, you go ahead.
I mean, really, right now I'm really into Valheim. Got a Valheim server. That's been a lot of fun. Outside of that, man, I'm kind of a boring person. I work on the house. I sleep a lot. I like to listen to audiobooks. I try and do 52 a year.
Damn, like nonfiction or fiction?
A mixture. It's a mixture. It's whatever I can get from the library at the time.
Heck yeah, your library has like an audiobook service. Mine does too.
Yeah, it's through. I use the app Libby.
Me too, bruh.
Look at that.
I would recommend if you can get a book by David Baldacci. It's called The Hit. It's the first in a series.
I read his what's it called? The Mystery Man, the guy with the CTE problem.
Yes, Memory Man.
Deckard. Memory Man, yeah.
Because, dude, The Hit is my favorite like little character from the Baldacci universe.
Yeah.
I can't even remember his name. There's the one where he's like a naval. It's like NCIS, but for the army. That one's okay, like that series, but it's a little bit insane, like too unrealistic. But The Hit, what the fuck? It might be Cortland Gentry or Court Gentry. Oh no, Will Roby. Yeah, Will Roby is the name of the character. But yeah, The Hit is an amazing series.
I can borrow it without even having to wait. Look at that.
That's crazy because usually the wait is real long on that bit.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. The Hit is number 2.
Oh, it's number 2. Well, you just ruined my day. I was so excited. What's number 1?
That was number 1. I could have. Well, see, The Hit was the first one I listened to, and then I went back and I was like, oh shit, I should probably read this in order.
David Baldacci. Let's see. Hold on.
The first one is called
I was on mute. So how does Libby work? Is it similar to like some of the Amazon or the like the Kindle app?
You get an audiobook, but you just return it. Like you don't have it forever. You just get it for like 30 days or something like that.
That's fair. I only need it for like 3.
Yeah. And the Hit is really good. The Gray Man by shit. I haven't listened to these in a long time. I've been listening to like a lot of podcasts. They're actually making a movie out of The Gray Man, and it's by Mark Greaney. That one's really good. Are you into zombies?
Not really, man. My favorite series is the Dresden Files. I'm a nerd like that. I like urban fantasy. Mysteries. I really enjoyed. Like, I got turned on to David Baldacci whenever I was in the psych ward. They gave me a book and I read it. I forget, and it was like the first in that series. So that was fun.
Oh, if you like the Dresden Files, the Black series.
Black series, man, you give me all kinds of book recommendations.
Yeah, it's John Black, I think. Let's see, hold on.
Do I need to put these in Discord or something so he's got a list, or you got it?
I'm typing it as I go.
Okay.
You said John Black?
Oh no, hold on. Let me. I should just pull up my fucking my Audible account. That would make this shit a lot easier.
Just put it on screen. All you see is mind control, tantric, self blowjobs. You know, all the good books. All the books that all of us read when we were like young teenagers on the internet. When we're like, how do I make a girl squirt? There's a book.
All right, so it is. Lee Child is pretty good. He did the Jack Reacher series.
Oh
I
yeah.
like Reacher.
So the series is by Timothy Hallinan.
I'm listening. I'll be right back.
Timothy Howland. Yeah, I got him.
Hallinan.
Nighttown.
Son of a gun.
Fool's
It's
River.
so hard to find. It's the.
Let's
Oh,
see.
I guess no.
Series
It's
Junior Bender Mystery.
That one. Those. There's 7 of them. I think I've only read the first 5 or listened to the first 5. But that one, if you like the Dresden Files, you'd like that. He's essentially like a private investigator for criminals in Los Angeles.
Oh, cool.
So it's pretty good. I'm gonna check out some of his other series because his are pretty light. You know, they're not. A lot of the books that I listen to are like really gritty and heavy. A lot of them are zombie related though. Like even if you don't like zombie books, there's a series called The Mountain Man. And
Okay.
Black by Russell Blake is also good.
Cool.
But
All right, I got all those typed in.
yeah, if you want any more,
Fantastic.
let me know. Because those are, I love audiobooks. Actually,
Yeah,
Black is the PI for the criminals. The Junior Bender series, he's actually like a really, really skilled burglar, an art thief. So, but I would, for you, out of all the stuff I just recommended, Black by Russell Blake, and then the Junior Bender series for sure. Those are all super
Okay.
good. I might actually The cool thing about Audible is you can get all 4 of the Black books in for one thing. They call them like an omnibus. Yeah.
What
Okay,
would they
the
call it? Omnibus.
Yeah.
Why would they
I've
call
heard
it
that
that?
before.
Yeah, it's
Or
for
novel
car
bundle.
tuning. It's like the bus. Yeah.
But good deals. I don't know, like if the audiobookbay.com, if nothing else, if all else fails. You rock an
Hey, no,
Android or iPhone?
PirateBay.de.
iPhone?
Yeah, I
Oh,
like to
you're-
get security updates for 5 years.
You're kind of fucked on the torrent for audiobooks then. There is a way to do it though. You download the torrent, you get the audio file, and then you put it in your iTunes. And you have to do it a little meticulously because sometimes and depending on how the person ripped the audiobook. You want to know something crazy? There's another series that you might like. It's Aloysius something. Pendergast. The Pendergast series.
I've heard that before. Yeah.
A bunch. So I eventually got like a digital copy of all the books, but the first copy of the books that I downloaded, it was a somebody had like recorded a tape. It was back when books were on tape, and you could hear people having conversations in the background. Like, they were doing
that's
this
trippy.
every once in a while. You would hear, it was indiscernible what they were saying, and it was really quiet, but you could tell there was a conversation going on in the background. I was like, what if these are government secrets?
Yeah, that would
Like,
be.
you never.
That's old school.
Yeah, it's like whenever you would borrow your friend's cassette tape, and you would like plug it into your tape deck and
right back.
play it and record it, and that way you have your own copy of his recorded off radio, staticky shit. So that way it's been recorded and dubbed over because his brother recorded it, then he made a copy, then you made a copy, and you hit pause and rewind 30 times and fucked up a cassette by the time it was a year old.
I'm so happy we had CDs when I was growing up. Like, all my buddies would let me rip through CDs, and that's how my music collection grew. That, and then once I got off dial-up, started torrenting. Back in the day, the Pirate Bay was the way to go.
I've got Kick-Ass Torrents
That
was
changed
the
the
best
game.
one.
Yes, Kick-Ass was, I think, when I really got into fucking torrents.
It was the
like
best
before
site.
I did. Yeah, because that's how I used to get my CRs. So I had a designated laptop for comic books. So I would sit down after work on night shift, and that's how I would unwind. Was, like I would just sit down and like read, like four or five up, 4 or 5 comics. Because they were all .cbr, and Kick-Ass had everything comic related.
So, do you guys remember Yiffy, or YIFY?
No, I don't think I was in that deep.
The name.
It was an uploader, and like every time there was a movie, there would be a bunch of different torrents, but YIFY figured out how to compress movies so that they were 720p but like less than a gig, and just so clutch. Like every time they uploaded, you knew it was going to be good. It wasn't going to be bullshit. There wasn't going to be hard-coded subtitles or anything. But then they caught
Chinese
him.
Bullshit, yeah.
Yeah, they caught him, and it just like stopped happening. What happened?
There was always like 3 names I used to look for. Because sometimes it'd be Yiffy X64. I remember that. Don't know why, but I remember it had X64 by his name.
So
because you'd have those fuckers with fake Yiffy.
Yeah, Yiffy
you ever get
Torrents
those?
or YTS was a peer-to-peer release group known for distributing large number of movies as free downloads through BitTorrent. Yiffy releases were characterized through their consistent HD video quality and a small file size, which attracted many downloaders. That's in their YouTube thing.
I think it was like 480 upscaled. I think that's probably what it was.
It was something weird. They've got a website called yts.mx, and I'm wondering if this could be a fake thing. But
see, like, I remember when you could get like the Amazon Fire Sticks, and you would, I forgot the app that you would sideload on it because I did
Kodi?
that for like, yeah. So, you would have those, and then eventually you would have like all these different, sites or apps, whatever you would do within Kodi. And then what happens is, like they'd get polluted with bullshit. So then it's like, hey, look, if you pay for the premium version of whatever the app is, it's $5 a month, and it's guaranteed that we go through all the movies to make sure that they work and all the dead links are pulled out. And you're like, okay, that's fair. And then, like, eventually, I stopped doing it. But, like, I know someone who's a boomer as fuck who does that. And he's like, look, I can pay $30 for everything I ever want on Kodi, and it be perfect all the time. Or I could pay double that for a cable box. So what's the difference? At least with Kodi,
it's $30 a
all the
month, or
movies.
you just pay it once.
No, he does a month because he has a couple of different ones. Like one of them's $10 a month, one's $7, one's $5, and they're just like the different apps that are sideload, that are loaded into Kodi. I forgot how what you call those things. Like when I used to do it, you would go through like the different menus. So like you would go to Kodi, and then from there you would say I want to go to this folder, and it would open up like basically like a server. And then from that server, you would say, do you want movies, TV shows, sports, pay-per-views, whatever. So, he has one for old movies, one for local TV shows and local news, and then, like, collectively it adds up like $30 a month to make it flawless.
Hi everyone, Donut here. Today we're going to talk about my son John's
you've got the
first
loaded
gun.
section
You see, he
stats,
turned
all
10
the
years
streaming
old.
services. But I get so many through work that I can just about stream anything that I want anyways, so there's nothing that really pushes me to do any pirating anymore.
I don't. I mean, I used to do the Kodi thing, but then like, my girl, as Kodi was slowing down, and you'd have like, you'd be like, oh, hey kids, do you want to watch the new Spider-Man movie? And then the damn thing doesn't work. So then you're on your 7th link trying to get it to work, and then you're like, fuck it, so like eventually, like, I'll put up with some bullshit being a cheap fucker sometimes, but, like, there's limits. So then you're like, okay, well, how much is,
the
Netflix?
old videos that people make fun of all the
Plus
time. The old
Hulu,
marijuana
plus, well, you gotta have
videos
Amazon
where
Prime
smoke
because
the
we have
devil's lettuce
Amazon,
will make you kill
so then
your
it's like
family,
per
put a
month. I don't even know what I pay, but it's Netflix, Hulu, Amazon, Disney. That may be it. I don't know. But, like, it adds up.
Yeah, you're back to the price of cable. Like,
Yeah.
It's funny to me. It's funny to me how they turned it around, but it seems like a better deal, because you're getting these vast libraries of things. But now there's Peacock, Paramount Plus, Discovery Plus,
and all the like
HBO
exclusive nonsense.
Well, look at look at the Snyder Cut. How was the Snyder Cut released? You know what I mean? Look at Disney Plus. Disney always has some movie that you can only get through Disney Plus, and it's $30 for the first 3-4 months that it's out, and that's how they get their money back on it. Then after that, it's free. But you know, if you really want to see that new movie that they've been hyping up for 6 months, well, you got to pay for it. Mulan, when it came out, was $30. And they even told you we're going to give it to you for free if you wait. And even on top of that, they made their money back almost. It all,
there's
you know, it
Disney
also
fanatics
was
out there. Like, people are crazy about Disney. It's weird.
Yeah, that's a whole nother fucking rap. Like, no, that's it. But like, you know, Game of Thrones back in the day, you know,
See, Ralph was a
I knew people that would keep certain services. You know, they would have, what is that, HBO? Cinemax? Yeah, like, you know, it really does attract people to the platform. If you're like, hey, you love Game of Thrones, and it's like, yeah, I love this show. I'm like, well, it's $20 a month for you to watch it. You're like,
what a load of wank.
I mean, yeah.
Alright.
But I mean, you know, how many people got, you know, before the Snyder Cut came out, I'm sure a bunch of people were like, hey, you know, I'm going to make sure I use my HBO half-price demo and save it for that time, you know?
Yeah, Mortal Kombat's coming out Friday. It's crazy how Warner Media is releasing all their popular movies straight to HBO Max and in theaters this year.
Well, it's because of COVID. You don't have a choice. You know, Mulan proved that you could do it.
Well, but they're not charging the extra $20. It's just straight to the service, and it's because they got that old Hulu CEO took over Warner Media, and he's like, we're gonna do things different, and you know, so I mean, I'm not upset about it because I get all that shit free through work, so you know, it's cool for me to be able to watch those movies when they come out. Kong versus Godzilla, I probably never would have watched, but you know, it was free, so I sat down and it was enjoyable.
You know, because like, look at going back to like the beginning of last year, there was that Vin Diesel movie that tanked. I forgot what it was, but they made it and it was supposed to be released, and then COVID hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't know what to do with it. And I think that was one of the movies that they didn't sell. I think it was like free, and it was, you know, but they, you know, they took advantage of it the best way they could, and they were like, hey, we know we have this movie with a massive budget, way more than anything we would ever give away for free on Netflix, but I don't know what to do with this damn thing. So they were just like, hey, you know, overhype it. And then eventually I think they sold the DVD, sold it on DVD or pay-per-view. But I mean, you know, that's the future of it. Look at Scorsese, you know?
Yeah.
All right, I just finished this this soundboard edition. Let me see. Let me make sure everything is. Where the hell is?
After that, I got one question for Randy.
All right, tell me what you guys think about this.
You see, Ralph was a homosexual.
Okay.
That's from like an old police training video.
That's amazing.
Oh man. Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds old AF.
Ralph was a homosexual.
Yeah, poor Ralph in those
Smoke
days.
weed every day.
Oh, unfortunately, not anymore. That's a sore
Dude, there's
subject.
got to be so many awesome clips from old police training videos where it's like, you know, I heard Ray does drugs. And people who do drugs touch kids. Keep your kids away from Ray.
Well,
like,
the reason they're talking about Ralph was a homosexual is because he's smoking weed. I'm pretty sure. Like that's why. Yeah, they're like. But yeah, I saw that on a Donut Operator video where he reviews this old police video called Shotgun or Sidearm.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who saw that video and then turned around and got excited and found the real thing.
Yeah, it was good shit.
He's used that outro for like fucking 6 months now.
Let's see.
It's better than Weed Whacker.
I think that all of you should bow to me as the grand poobah of this stream for my infinite wisdom.
So, Joe, you had a question for Randers over here, old Randy Bobandy.
Okay, so
Yeah,
I've only been following the illustrious Rich Dickman for not that long. How did you wind up with him? Like, were you a listener or?
That's a good question.
Well, so I kind of started following Rim back when it was Torn Think Tank days. And then I was actually in his World of Warcraft guild. I led the second raid team in the guild. And then when Rim quit, I became the main tank for the main raid team. I took his spot. So we kind of knew each other back then, but not really. Like, we never talked. And then fast forward. Sorry, I think that's starting to kick in a little bit. Fast forward.
The fash, baby.
Yeah. Let me try that again. Fast forward to the Rich Dickman show, and I was a big fan when Huel was on. You know, contributed to the show what I could, became a patron, and then Ray came on, and I just kind of kept showing up every week, and eventually they asked me to be on the show. So it was kind of that you show up enough, and here you go. I don't know, and it's worked out since then. It's been a lot of fun.
That's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. And you messaged them?
No, I just showed up to their Discord. You know, and
that's neat.
Would interact with the audience. Yeah,
I met so
I would
many
be there
people
every
through
week.
Discord. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad that they told Microsoft to fuck off, because that would have sucked.
Man, I don't know. The current owners are a little questionable.
Yeah, well, they're how much Chinese? I don't know.
But they're like they're
furries.
Oh. I probably shouldn't talk too much shit.
I mean, what are we gonna do? Kick us off D-Live?
No, Discord. If I lose my Discord, it's bad.
What?
Because I'd have to
We're
rebuild
just gonna go raid apples
shit.
and we're just gonna take over apples. It's fine.
I've got a bunch of big names in this Discord. We got the Satan, Joe Schmo, whoever that retard is. The Ghost is in here. One Step, Bibble.
Okay, no, it might be worth saving for Bibble. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, everyone else is
All right,
bullshit.
I take it back.
Rem's not as bullshit. Pay, Kalashnigash, Captain Corrosive. I like all those people. Except Pensive Cowboy. Fuck him. I actually need to have him on.
That's a good screen name, though.
Yeah,
I'll give him that.
He's hilarious. Let's see. Okay. Are you, Randy, are you familiar with, Hippie Sabotage?
No. I feel like I'm out of the loop, because you made a lot of references that I'm like,
Oh, no worries. No, Hippie Sabotage is an artist. They make electronic music.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, in about an hour, I'll play a song for you, just so I can get your opinions on it. But yeah, Hippie Sabotage is a great place to go if you're doing psychedelics. Really great music for that, and the bass is just like, so good. I would also recommend getting a light bulb that like spins and has lights in it and stuff like that. That's a clutch item. You can get one that does like, you can control the LEDs, but see, I'll put it in the Discord. A good spinner light bulb. Oh my god.
Can I use that with Alexa?
One. Oh my god, they have a double-headed one.
Oh shit.
It's like the LGBT spin light bulb. Oh, can you still see my screen?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. There you go. There it is. I didn't even have to copy and paste it. But yeah, I've never tried this one, but like the one that I had was just like the standard, you know. I hope you guys weren't watching my screen while I was typing in my social security number and everything. This is like the one that I had.
Yeah, I wrote it down. Thanks. I needed another one.
I guess my damn social security. But you see, it does like lights like this, and it rotates, and it's like the cheapest, coolest light show you can get. You just plug it into a lamp or whatever. I want to get 3 of them now that I see you can buy a 3-pack. And
Amazon's great, but the worst thing that's ever happened to humanity.
Oh, for sure. Check this out. They have a little plug with a socket in it. They basically have capitalized slave labor. Check out this little dongle.
Yeah, that's exactly it. But, you know, there's something so fucking enjoyable, for being honest, when you're like, oh, I want something. And instead of saying, let me put it in my cart, you're just like, I'm going to push a button,
Instant.
and then it texts you, like, 5 minutes later, it's like, it'll be at your house, underneath your garage, in exactly 17 hours and 19 minutes. And you're like, I mean, that's amazing. And they fucking know, if you look at that damn thing, and it's like, if you buy it in the next 3 hours, it'll be here in the next week. And for some reason, we're such monkeys, such little lizard brains, that we're like, I mean, I basically gotta buy right now. If I don't buy it right now, I have to wait another day. And then, like, instead of shipping at 8 o'clock at night, it's gonna ship at 8 o'clock in the morning. And that's not acceptable, because after I bring it in the house and take it out of the package, I'm not going to use it for a couple days anyways. I'm going to look at it and go, huh, that's what I wanted, and then put it down somewhere and walk away. But in my little lizard head, I have to buy it immediately. They know this.
Damn, that's a badass cover art. That's Gangster Gang. There's a YouTube channel called Gangster Gang, and they'll upload good music, but they always have the greatest little backgrounds or thumbnails. Like something like this.
That's solid. That's honest work on the internet.
Yeah.
I like
they're
the
just
animated
like an
memes.
aggregator. Animated
Those
memes.
are like my rabbit holes on YouTube, is like Doomer or Talking Pepe.
Yes.
Just,
bro. Do you
it's
know
so
what he's
hard to
talking
find
about,
good
Randy?
Oh, what? Sorry, I'm kind of zoning out, man.
No, you're good. The Zoomer meme.
Zoomer meme. No, I haven't seen that.
Okay, it's just silly. We gotta be fast paced for Randy. He can't focus on anything too long. I know.
Yeah, I was staring at your screen and kind of. Sorry.
No, you're good. You're hitting your start. This sounds like your first peak. This is good.
Okay.
You just did a whole one.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Yeah. Allegedly. Okay. Yeah,
allegedly. Good. Yeah, this is all alleged. Yep.
For research purposes.
When I was,
it's harm reduction.
I mean, it actually is. When I was in, I think it was like 16. You know, we used to get high on my buddy's house, and we had, you know, black the windows out, put rope lights underneath the desk, underneath his bed, underneath, you know, everything that we could put rope lights under, like before the LED rope lights. Oh, you're an asshole. And
why is it all?
You know, around the doorways, and they were like, well, you know, let's be really super stoners, and we're gonna black out the ceiling. So we got black trash bags and stapled them to the fucking ceiling, and then put lights behind it.
Oh, that sounds sick.
It was cool, except when you're in the projects with a window air conditioner, and you don't have an air conditioner. Your room, it's in the living room, and there's nowhere for the heat to go. You're basically high as a kite, baking to death in the back room. But it looked amazing.
You're just in that ayahuasca sweat box.
Yeah.
I mean, basically.
That sounds pretty awesome. Ayahuasca sweat box. I'd do that.
I would totally do that.
Allegedly.
I'm wondering.
It's not fun until you throw up twice, right?
Hell yeah! This.
What are you trying to do to me, bud?
No, I would love to watch this.
Yeah, but
what's that?
Make sure it doesn't lag.
I know that's the thing. Is the frame rate has to be good enough. What's that Adult Swim show that was made for people while they were tripping?
No.
No idea.
Let's see. I'll find that for you.
Frisky Dingo.
Southern Dingo.
Frisky Dingo.
No, I know. Southern Dingo is this guy who calls into the show. He's funny.
Oh, okay.
He loves
Say,
Jewish
calm down.
people.
Yeah. Oh, does he? That's good. Jewish people need more love.
Oh, it's called Off the Air, I think. Yes.
Oh.
Damn. Now I'm thinking maybe we should off the air you.
Off the air me. That sounds.
Color is the one that I
violent.
like the best.
Yeah. Is this the part where I have to blow Randy? I'm getting confused here.
Oh, the music is good with it too, but dang.
Yeah, but then we're not streaming. Then we're just three guys watching a screen.
Yeah.
Randy, what'd you do on Flow Show? We literally muted ourselves and stared at this fucking replay. We literally watched his replay live. It was fucking streamception.
This is we are here to facilitate this trip right now. Oh my god! All right, fuck it, boys. We need to do this again, where we all do this at the same time. That would be sick.
Yeah. Then I wouldn't feel so, I don't feel anything right now. It's weird.
Nothing? Yeah, see, you just came off of the peak, so then it's going to go back up again and just up and down. And eventually you'll plateau off and then slowly come back down the same way you went up. It's a good time.
Yeah, okay. We'll see what happens.
I'd like to go to like an aquarium.
Oh, dude. We have a good aquarium like an hour from here. Newport.
So do you have, so I live in Georgia, so we have the Atlanta Aquarium, which has like
Why
the
is
whale
there a
shark.
gun now?
Check this out. This is one of the coolest things I've ever seen.
The fuck?
Sorry, Joe Schmo. It ended in a gun. I was like, what the hell?
Would you look at
crazy
that?
shit are you doing?
Look at the rainbow.
It's a woman shooting a lake, and there's a rainbow. I would put this up on the screen, but it's not kosher. If you catch my drift.
Fuck them.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep that up for at least a little bit. Let me see if I can get you in a little bit better quality.
What's wrong with the gun?
But this was on Adult Swim, this show. For everyone, we're watching Color by Off the Air. It was on Adult Swim for a while. I think it might even... No, it was back in 2015, but they would play this at like 4 a.m. in the morning. It's just for those lonely stoners out there. This part always really interested me. Like, because this is stop motion animation, so they had to like set it all up.
Just don't do the last stop motion thing that we did and got a strike on.
Yeah, exactly. See, we don't do well with the stop motion videos.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, let me
think.
think.
You guys
so
are streaming. Like, this is live.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
people can
live.
hear me right now?
Oh, yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Yeah, but they can't see what he's put on stream, so it's kind of...
Can you still see it, or did it just go away?
Oh, yeah, I can still see it. Okay. Yeah,
Well, the good news
is the replay is just your...
We're streaming for like 3 people, so don't worry about it.
Oh, no, that's a big deal to me. I want to make sure those 3 people have a good time.
This will go down.
But this is really true.
Isn't
like,
that
I can't
crazy?
stop staring at this.
It doesn't, it doesn't translate to audio flow.
Yeah.
Just pick something you can put on the stream.
Let me think.
Anything.
Well, I have the background visuals.
I don't know. Just something
I can talk about my dead parents for like 10 minutes.
No, that's not.
Or
yeah, Randy loves bringing the mood down to this depth. Oh, look at that.
I love that. Like, you'll be talking to Rim, and then he'll just be like, "Well, I had a pretty good day," and then just instantly you'll be like, "Yeah, I did pretty good," even though my parents were dead today. You're like, what the fuck?
Dude, yeah, like you did do that one time. It was awesome.
Oh, it's funniest when I do that at work to people, and they're just like, "Holy shit!" And I'm like, "Hi," and they're like, "Cool." And then like, eventually it gets to the point where they do it before I can, and they're like, "And we know, Randy, your parents are dead." And I'm like, "Thanks."
So we have some good audio to complement us making sure Randy has a good time on our show. We're creating a positive mental association with our show and Randy right now. Like, he is, you couldn't find a better show to do this on. I'm serious. So the first time I tripped, nothing even happened, right? I was like, oh, I felt a little lifted, but nothing crazy. So the second time I tripped, I was like, fuck it. Let me just do this and I'll go to school, right? I went to college.
What?
And
okay.
And they I was riding a motorcycle at the time, right? So, and selling drugs. So I went and I dropped off this this item to a guy who was actually a veteran, and it was starting to kick in, and I was like,
"Thank you for his service.
This guy served our country," and I just gave him like way more than he originally bought. And so I get to college and I'm like, oh sure, and like I'm sitting by a fucking like retention pond, just in the grass, watching the trees and the wind and stuff, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh shit, I gotta go to class. So I get up and I'm walking down the sidewalk and I'm looking at the leaves as they skitter across the sidewalk, and what's happening is whatever I look at is the only thing that I can hear. So I'm looking at the leaf, and all I can hear, all the wind and all the background noise slowly goes away, and all you hear is the and it was like, I've never experienced auditory hallucinations like that since then, as crazy as that was, and I was like, this is the coolest thing. So I went to class, and I was just like, please don't call on me, please don't call on me, whatever. I went home, went to bed, and then I was like, man, what an experience. But yeah, a lot of times I've tripped in instances that were probably not as appropriate.
Like at a funeral?
Yeah, it's amazing. No, I haven't done that. I would do that, but I haven't.
Yeah.
I one time tripped and went to go see The Conjuring 2 the night it came out.
Oh God!
And
fuck
so,
that noise.
What was awesome about that is before we went in, the guy was like, hey, just so you know, this movie's been making people act really weird. So if there's a fight or anything, just exit. And I'm like, oh, great. So I sat there. I was great. It was a great experience. I actually, when I got home, I went running at night in some weird like farm area. And that was actually more scary than the damn movie. But yeah, I'm extreme. I like to do extreme
So wait,
things.
you were tripping balls, running through a farm area at night?
Right after I had seen The Conjuring 2.
Good God, bud.
I love the thrill.
Yeah, you like
Who was that?
Like, this is fucking weird. Oh, it's changing to 720.
That's actually in the video.
Oh. Okay.
Who was that guy that used to go on Joe Rogan? He died, but his brothers does stuff now. And he talked a lot about acid and mushrooms.
This part's a little weird.
He had the mushroom hat, wasn't that his name?
Duncan Trussell, is that who you're talking about?
No. He's dead. The guy with the mushroom hat. Made out of mushrooms. It was a hat that was a giant mushroom.
No, yeah, I don't know.
Okay, anyways. He talked about that he always had, what's that ringing noise in your ear? You normally get it from gunshots. Yeah, so he had a really bad tinnitus, and he took a hero dose of acid. And that the first time he could hear without a ringing noise was when he was so fucking high. He was laying on his deck watching the ants, and he could hear them walking.
Yep.
And that's when he was like, why can I hear this? And then it was after that his tinnitus it just went away. And he was like, I don't know how that happened. I don't know why. But I know I took so much fucking acid I fixed my ears.
Well, I wonder if his brain just got like wired back into place or whatever. Like maybe tinnitus is a mental thing that your brain interprets, your damaged eardrums as having that ringing sound.
As short term, and then you get it in your head that it's forever, so then it becomes forever. Kind of like
you probably just don't notice it when it's not doing it, and then you notice it when it is doing it, and you're like, oh, it's been doing it all day, and so you just,
Yeah, that's the devil's, or the, not the devil, Jesus, devil's advocate for, if your phone rings and you don't know who it is, you don't remember it. But if your phone rings and you think you know who it is, then you remember that concept when you're right. So you remember it once per day, but the other 19 phone calls you got, you didn't guess correctly. So you dismiss that. So are you linked to the other person when you were right that one time? Or was it just a 1 out of 19 chance?
Who can know? I swear I've expected my phone to ring, and then it does. Like, I don't know if I have
I think there's something with us and electricity.
Yeah, I could feel. You know how your cell phone used to set off speakers? Like it would be like
yeah, dude. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Something like that.
Sometimes I predict what's up next on my Spotify playlist.
Oh, that's pretty.
You know,
That
like I'll start
fucks with
singing
me.
the song. Yeah,
That
like,
fucks with
I'll
me.
just be sitting there and I'll start singing the song in my head, and then it comes on. And I'm like, oh shit.
I'm pretty
Okay,
sure.
so I want to ask you guys
Puts it
if
down
you've
to
had this.
720, but I'll put it in HD for you.
So I used to work with a sound engineer, and so I would always freak myself out, right? So if I turn a song on the radio, right? If I know the song, okay, they will be singing the chorus, okay, and then so I turn on the radio station, and the song is playing the chorus of the song, okay, and I instantly know what verse they're gonna go into, right? So, I talked to him, I was like, so in my head, I was like, so is it that when a song is playing, when you're in the studio, every time you go back to the chorus of the song, do you alter it or do you just copy and paste it? And he was like, the industry norm is you copy and paste it. You don't speed up the chorus or alter it. It's the same chorus for most songs, right?
Just plugged in where it's supposed to go.
Yeah, so I was like, so how is it I can appropriately guess so often? And he was like, I have no idea because I don't know what sounds you're picking up in that song because because like, for example, like I brought him like 15 songs of the week and was like, all of these I guessed right. And none of them were different. The choruses were the same.
Wait,
and it wasn't
different
like
songs but same chorus?
No, different songs that I guessed correctly on, and he would examine the chorus throughout the song individually, and the chorus wasn't sped up throughout the plays. You follow me?
Not
so like
really.
in one song, if you hear the chorus 3 different times, you follow me?
Yeah.
Like in a song, okay? So so in theory, the first time you hear the chorus, it's gonna sound the same as the second and the third, okay?
Right.
But I used to be able to guess what was gonna come after the chorus because each time you do the chorus, you have a different verse afterwards, right? So I was like, how do I guess this correctly so often?
Yeah, but it's the same verse every time you listen to the song.
No.
Yeah.
But, well, in a song, you're going to hear a verse and then the chorus, and then another verse, possibly by another singer, and then the chorus again. And then you're going to have the last verse and then the outro. You follow me?
Yeah.
So how is it that you can guess which chorus it is? Because like by hearing the chorus, I can figure
what
out.
are you talking about? Which chorus?
There's 3 choruses in a song,
dude, right.
followed by 3 distinct verses afterwards.
Right.
There. I can't do this without paper, so.
Okay, all right.
Wait,
I'm just.
I feel
What
like
are
you're
you?
explaining
Yeah,
linear
what are
regression.
you? What are you guessing exactly though?
Okay, so think of a rap song.
Right.
You may have something that's repeated 3 or 4 times that is resembling a chorus of a rock song. Okay, or a rock
Like
song.
sample?
Okay?
Do you mean?
Yeah. So you would have 15 seconds of the exact same sample in the beginning, the middle, and the end of the song. Okay.
Okay.
And then in between those, you're gonna have different people rapping. Okay.
Yeah, the verse.
Correct. So how is it if the chorus or whatever you want to call it that they'll play at different points in the song, if it is the exact same speed, no alteration, simply cut and pasted throughout the song, how is it I can hear that randomly and know what verse is going to start? If it's verse 1, 2, or 3.
Well, I mean, like, yeah, you would think like, well, because sometimes I don't know.
That's what I'm saying though. I brought the engineer the songs that I kept guessing correctly on, and he's like, the chorus.
Well, do you listen to the? So you don't listen to the song from beginning to end then?
No, I'm saying when I would turn on the radio.
Just random. Oh yeah, see, critical information you should have added when you started.
I said that in the beginning.
In the middle.
He did say that in the beginning. I still don't understand, but he said that in the beginning.
He's just saying like he can tell which chorus it is. Like if it's the first,
Yeah,
second,
if
or
it's
third
chorus,
chord.
if it's the
yeah,
first,
Without
second, or third.
starting the
Have
song.
you heard the song before? Oh, okay. Without
Yes,
knowing,
yes,
I
yes,
understand.
Yes, yep. God,
Come in
don't do that to
complicated,
me,
Jesus
bro.
Just change subjects. This is annoying. Goddamn, I've explained this 9 times.
No, we get it now.
I feel like we need to go whiteboard on Discord. And you just need to whiteboard this. We need to vision plan it.
I don't like that.
I don't have this. I don't have an app for that.
No, you're good. You're good.
Well, not with that attitude.
Another
That's
time,
something.
another time, I was tripping by a beach one time, and I was walking down the beach, and it was like there was an octagon around my feet.
I like these ducks.
And there was sweet ducks, and there was like everything outside of the octagon was reflected back in the octagon. So everything that was like in my immediate vicinity was like reflected from what was outside of that. It was really crazy. That was probably the hardest I ever tripped. When Joe said like hero dose, that acid was called. They were called God tabs allegedly. That alleged acid.
Yeah, I think everyone's heard of God tabs. Yeah.
Wait, had you ever gotten something like that?
Who, me? This is my
Joe.
first time doing acid. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no.
I was gonna say.
No, I've never done God tabs. No.
Yeah, the ones that I got were clear on white. Just just white paper, no tint.
Have you looked them up on blue?
Well, the problem is like clear on white is just
light?
like the basic. Yeah, yeah, blue light. Clear on white is like the basic thing. There was no blotter paper or anything. No I've had bicycles before, like Hoffman's bicycles or whatever.
You think they were real?
I don't know. There's a like kind of a street rumor. Adam from Houston has said this is one of those things that probably sounds true but isn't. But that all the acid ever is made by one group of people, and then every time they sell it, it just gets a little more expensive.
It sounds really magical, and it seems like something I would hear when I'm buying incense inside Spencer's at the mall.
Right.
And then I'm no longer 16, and I'm calling bullshit, because that's like saying all the meth is made in a single trailer park in southern Alabama, and I know better.
But lysergic
acid's
diethylite
not that surgically hard.
Well, it's really hard to synthesize, but it's just more like, well, that actually is part of it, the difficulty in which it takes to get, take ergot mold and then turn it into that. But also, it's not something people can do every day.
What the fuck? This dude just got ate by a shopping cart.
Yeah, this got really dark. What are they doing to people?
Yeah, let's get to something happier. No,
like
pull out. Jesus fuck. Fuck that. What this on the screen.
I thought I had seen this one before, but I suppose not.
So go back to happy thoughts. The second, not the first time I did mushrooms, but the second time, we were smoking weed and eating mushrooms, and they were chocolate hearts, and my buddy knew the guy who made it, so we knew what doses we were getting, right, or how many grams, and so we got chocolate hearts, and the girl that it was a group of guys, and one of the quote unquote group of guys was a girl. Now we used to hang out with. No one hit on her. We just partied together. Well, she thought it was edibles, so she thought it was weed.
Oh, big mistake.
So we're all fucking shroomed the fuck out, and she's like, "Hey, I don't feel nothing. Let's smoke a blunt. That weed's bullshit." And we're like, "What are you talking about?" And she was like, turn that down a little bit, Flo.
Oh, is it loud? Oh, shit.
So loud. And,
really? Because everything's always so quiet, usually. Alright, hold on. How about that?
That's better.
Okay.
So, so she takes this fucking, 2 things of chocolate, these 2 fucking packages of chocolate hearts.
Yikes!
And fucking ate them.
God.
And she was like, so, we're fucked up, and we're like, oh, well, she's never done it before, but, she's, sampled everything else that, some of the big boys have been doing. So we're like, I guess she's gonna be okay? Well, 45 minutes later, she took off her shoes, took off, one sock, changed shirts, and just went running through the woods for, hours. We found her in, the middle of the fucking night. She just wandered back to the neighborhood, and she was like, I'm so goddamn high, and I don't know where Andy is. And we're like, you went into the woods with him. Where did he go? And she was like,
God.
oh, well, he went home when we left. And we're like, okay, hold up. If he went home like 5 hours ago and then you went running off in the woods, what have you been doing? And she was like, I don't know. And we're like, all right, well, as long as no one's dead in the morning, I guess it went okay. She loved it, apparently.
Nice. That sounds like a good time.
But like, as this was going on, we went to my buddy's house, and you wouldn't get this, Flo. My buddy had a Chevy Extreme. You know, the pickup truck, the SS
S10
Extreme.
Or like the S10, or was it? Did they make a like full size version of that?
No, it was like the S10 Extreme.
Yeah.
You know, red with the fucking 2 doors. Yeah,
we put a bunch of speakers in the bed.
Dude, the same guy that I know that had one of those had speakers in it too, like.
It's a sports truck. It was a great little, you know, new generation truck that was fast as fuck. It was fun. It was never supposed to hold nothing. It was just for fun. You know? So we would lay down in the bed, shroom the fuck out, and then we would designate someone to drive us around the neighborhood.
Yeah.
So we would put like a blanket down or like a comforter in the bed and just hold on to the fucking tie downs and just lay down. And this is of the time, but you remember like those Japanese kanji tattoos people would get on the back of their necks?
Yep.
So like the first time I tripped real fucking hard, they were coming out of the sky and like floating down on me.
Oh, that sounds rough.
No, I mean, it wasn't scary. It was just peaceful and very happy.
Oh, okay. Kind of like those little lanterns that they put the little light in and it floats up into the sky. Yeah, that's peaceful.
Oh,
God.
But I mean, shrooms just make you feel happy. This is mushrooms, right? There.
For your first dose. Yeah, I think I did 3 grams my first time, and that was, you know, that was enough for me. I'm a big dude. Yeah, well, I mean, oh, sorry. I have no idea. It looks fine.
It's fun.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, the first time you... I was saying, like, you know, you'd hear about the same guy, Stammet, that I was talking about on Rogan with mushrooms. You know, some people have said that about weed. That, you know, you shouldn't smoke weed every day because then you're kind of losing it. That you should not smoke for a while and then just smoke a fucking bag of 1.5 ounces to really just go deep. And like, they're like, you know, it's a similar experience to taking mushrooms, where if you just don't build up a tolerance and just sit down with a fucking ounce minimum and just be like, I'm not stopping until this bag's empty.
Yeah, that sounds like a rough time. Like, well, I vape my weed, so all of the maintenance that goes into that, like, I gotta grind it up, I gotta put it in little capsules, I gotta close them.
You'd be so high and miserable.
Stores and Bickles Mighty. No, Stores and Bickles Mighty. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Right here. That's my unit. Oh, sorry. You can't hardly see it because it's black. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that comes up. It says Mighty. So it gives you my serial number. But they make the Volcano.
Oh God. That was
I also
legendary.
I also have Dynavaps and sorry. Oh yeah. Oh no. I've got a sweet desktop vaporizer. It's the Airizer EQ. It does a lot of the same things as the Volcano, and it's pretty awesome. I use that whenever I'm doing heavy doses, but the Mighty is just so convenient because I can take it everywhere and microdose everything out. So. Uh-oh.
Have you ever had problems with vaping, Randy? Like issues
No.
where you're like coughing or feeling weird, like outside of the drug, you know what I mean? But like just it doesn't sit right with you for some reason.
No, I mean coughing, yeah, but I cough if I smoke it. Old school, just rolling a joint. I cough worse, so.
Because I know, like, yeah, I know that a few people I've known have had issues at some point, and it's probably not simply the flower, it's some of the other stuff in it, because, like, it's illegal in my state, so, you do have...
We have it medically here, and that's why I had to quit. It's just so goddamn expensive because I was up to half an ounce a week, and that shit medical, it's like $380 for an ounce.
Swimming pool.
Yeah,
Somebody died.
It's ridiculous.
It's not too pretty, so I can think of something else.
Yeah, that was pretty legit. Too legit. Destroying humans. Yep.
Sitting next to a swimming pool. Somebody dives in, and she's not too pretty, so I can think of something else. I think of the waves and things that have formed in the water, and to think that it's possible, maybe, that in those waves is a clue as to what's happening in the pool. That some sort of insect or something.
Yeah, you can also turn into edibles. Yeah, I have all kinds of AVV, like everywhere. I should probably do something with that. Jesus.
What?
Oh. Yeah, but it's crunchy. PB&J I could probably do.
When was the last time you did it? You smoked out of a Coke can? You should do it for old time's sake, man.
That's how my girlfriend gets down whenever she smokes.
Hell yes.
And the seeing of somebody from Peru. Also X-rays, cosmic rays, all these other things. It's the same kind of waves, exactly the same waves, but that all these things are going through.
It'd be fine.
Well, it's not as bad for you as running a light bulb as a fucking, chalet or anything, so it's not that bad. Just so I don't forget, Randy, I really do enjoy your little comments on the Rich Dickman show. Like, you won't talk for a couple of minutes, and then you'll say something, and I'll just fucking be laughing my ass off at work with my earbuds in just randomly.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I
feel like it's a fine line with Rim, what I can get away with before he gets super pissed. But when he gets pissed, it makes me laugh. So.
Oh, it's so worth it. As an audience member, it's so fucking worth it.
Like sometimes I'm waiting for him to just say, "That's it, I'm done with Randy," but he's put up with me this long.
Oh my god, I wonder how long I've been muted. Fuck, that's great.
Oh, I can hear you.
No, not you
guys.
The stream. It's because when I vape, I mute the stream. Y'all can hear it, but the viewers can't. How do you feel about this song?
It's pretty chill. Like, it's not very loud in my ear.
It's not loud.
Yeah, that could be my setup. I don't know.
I think there's a little volume.
Oh yeah, don't go louder. No.
Like that? Is that better?
Yeah, there we go.
That's half volume for me, yeah.
That's really loud for the stream. We're partying, baby.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I don't know what I just did there.
Are you a juggalo?
No. I mean, I respect the juggalos for what they are, but, you know, it's just not my scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I think they do their festival in Ohio now. So.
Where did it used to be?
Missouri?
Oh, Detroit. Oh.
Oh, was it? Yeah, I don't remember.
Well, they're from Detroit,
Missouri.
I assume.
Yeah, they've been all over the place with the festival because they keep getting kicked out.
Yeah, I know. Like I
fair.
saw a picture of a Walmart when the Juggalos come to town. They have to like saran wrap their makeup aisle, so they'll just come in there and like steal all of it.
And see, like, back in the day, that's how, like, I grew up in a small town, so that's how we treated the local, small, non-franchise grocery store when the carnival came into town. Because the carnies would steal everything. And you knew who they were. You'd be like, oh, this is a small town. Yeah, it's like, I've never seen you before. And, like, you know, this is like some guy in jeans and a t-shirt that smells like fucking 3-day-old Natty Light and looks like he hasn't had a shower in 2 weeks. And you're like, you're not from here. And then he's like, yeah, I'm just passing through. And you're like, yeah, you're with the carnival. That's why.
Yeah,
I cannot fathom a town full of juggalos for 2 weeks or like 2 days. You'd be like, man, we gotta talk to whoever rented out that fucking ballpark. Like, we ain't doing this next year. Like, I'm all for you guys in the next town, but like, nah, I'm good, man.
Not this one, sorry.
Did you watch that Vice thing where it shows them like huffing gasoline and be like, it's about family, man? And you're like, yeah, but you're huffing gas at a baseball field for children.
Are you talking about
okay?
the guy that does, it's like All Gas, No Brakes, but it's a different guy.
Oh. Have you been following? Turn the music down just like 10%, would you? It's loud.
Yeah, Randy, there's a volume slider in there. But yeah, that's Hippie Sabotage, the couple songs that we've been playing.
Oh, cool.
I didn't realize that All Gas No Brakes was tied up with the MCN, and that's why they wanted to do like more investigative reporting kind of stuff, like when they used to go to rallies and like political rallies, and that's when they started getting a lot of views. Well, the MCN that they signed with when they didn't, were young and didn't know better about YouTube people that steal your money to help you as manager, they wouldn't really let them do it. They were like, no, you need to go back to doing like beer pong. And they were like, yeah, but I want to do political coverage. And they were like, no, you're not going to do that. And that's why they've been at like a standstill. The 3 people who do All Gas No Brakes don't really.
Oh wow, you're right. You're
heavy.
Breaking up?
I would not want to do something I didn't want to do.
You wouldn't?
Like,
that's crazy. You wouldn't want to do something you don't want to do? No, I'm just fucking with you. I did too, because if you watch the Vice thing, that's what it sounds like. But he didn't actually own the YouTube channel or other branding associated with his show All Gas No Brakes. He had pitched the idea to a company and signed it over to them as part of the contract that gave the show its funding. Details are sparse as to what led Andrew and his team to cut ties with the company that owns the show, but the end result is that the creator and main video personality is no longer associated with the project. Why the fuck? Like, that soils it so much for me, because it kind of had this thing, like, they probably weren't even staying in that trailer. That was probably just like a thing. But I mean, he wore suits from thrift shops. They used like a super old camera. Like, it seemed like a whole low budget grungy thing, but it wasn't.
Well, okay, so I will make the argument that they probably did, like. So MCN doesn't give you upfront money. Like, this isn't like your Yeezy, you know what I mean? Or like Lil Yachty, you know what I mean? Like, they're not giving you big money. They just say, hey, we're gonna help you get ads on YouTube. Funding.
I mean, you could do that yourself, though. It's so easy.
Well, okay, so keep in mind, look up who else that place managed on top of All Gas No Brakes, because there were a couple names on that list that I thought they were independent as well, and that's what they do. They market people to make it look like me, you, and Randy started our own YouTube video channel, and we just walked around interviewing people at raves and parties, you know what I mean? And they set ads to get, Hershey's and Pepsi to advertise with us. Because Blair White came out like a year or so ago and was like, hey, I'm finally out from my MCN. This whole time, I've been giving them 60% of my income for the last 3 years.
That's a bad deal.
And she was like, there were literally meetups that she would schedule with her fans, and they would cancel them because they didn't have enough people buy tickets. So even though, she wanted to go, and she's telling all these people, hey, I'll be in your city on the following day, like a month out, basically her manager, her MCN, would cancel the tour and say, not enough people there bought tickets, therefore we're not going to make enough money, we're not going to have enough investment on our return, therefore you're not allowed to go out there to meet your fans because we don't think it's worth the money to pay your gas or flight, hotel, whatever.
Yeah,
MCNs are dirty as fuck.
It is. Like, there's this guy, and he posts like these memes, Trash Can Paul or something like that, but it's so weird. Like, that it's like corporate branding goes behind it, and if they have a real opinion on something, they can't give it. What the heck?
Yeah, corporate branding ruins everything.
Is there a cursor in that video?
Hang on. My phone.
There's like a globe.
I see.
Yeah, it's
like
in the middle.
No, I mean, but like I saw one on my stream preview that wasn't me.
Whoa.
That's really weird.
Oh.
Is
Holy
it
fuck, it's
the
not there
feds?
anymore. Maybe it is.
Yeah, we're gonna like.
Oh, it was right. It was
the
during
feds
this
coming
time.
in. Was it? No.
Yeah, it's not there anymore.
Yeah, like
How
man, I
crazy
feel
is
like
that?
my attention, like I have a problem with attention anyways, and
Oh, it'll make you a little scatterbrained.
I would
I
make
feel
the
like
argument.
I'm hyper focused on this. Like I'm trying to get it going, but I'm really enjoying.
Just
what
enjoy
you're
yourself,
on
bro. You're
screen.
doing perfect.
You're totally
I
good,
did
dude.
want to say to you, good job on you. Well, I didn't know that the quitting weed thing was purely financial, but it's good that you're doing healthy things. Have you joined the Dick Show weight loss?
Yeah, I gave up
challenge? I think it's too late.
No, but I saw Action Bronson lost weight, so now I have no excuse.
He can blow some fucking blunts. Holy mother of God.
He's all on
real
hash
quick.
now. I watched a little bit of him on Rogan the other day.
What
I
did
thought it was cool that you quit. I really do.
what? Yeah, he does a show I think where people get fucked up and watch like
Ancient Aliens.
yeah.
Yeah, he had Sabu on there. Like I'm an old school wrestling fan. Like I'm a wrestling fan, period. But Sabu was fucking crazy back in the day. How drunk he would get and then go wrestle. But he had him on there, and it was hilarious.
Have you heard of the
like
Kill
a fly
Stream?
flying around? The Kill Stream? No, I haven't.
It's an internet show. It's pretty good. There's a lot of oh god. It seems like everybody that's a part of that show loves wrestling, so they talk about it from time to time. But it's just like a news show. It's really political though, so that gets tedious, Like
It's
not their show,
comedy.
but just
It's political comedy.
just the politics in general. But yeah, it's pretty good. If I hear them talk about wrestling, I'll send you a clip. Like, and they do it it's hosted by a guy named Ethan Ralph.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Yeah,
here,
I googled it. I'll take a look at the trailer.
let's see.
If you look in the general Discord, I posted the company who did All Gas No Brakes. They did Eric Warheim.
Yeah, it was like
They did
Feel Good
Nathan for
Brands or
You.
something.
Yeah, Eric Andre, Tim and Eric Show, Steve Brule. Like, they know how to market, dude. What did you send him for
dude,
Killstream?
you know
Like,
Tim,
what's a good introduction to
Heidecker,
Killstream?
You know Tim Heidecker is the guy that got Sam Hyde. Hold on, stop it. Stop the music. Stop the music. Okay, so in the Reddit thing, what? Oh shit.
What?
Hold on a second. What did you say? It was called an MCN.
MCN, yeah.
Yeah. So, I wish I had that thing.
Don't you ruin Sam Hyde for me.
But no, Tim Heidecker was the guy who got Sam Hyde's show deplatformed off MTV. But I'll guess no breaks MCN.
Oh.
We're gonna listen to something in honor of that.
Why did he get it kicked off? Well, never mind. Don't answer that. I already know.
Yeah, it was some PC thing or whatever. But of course, it's a comedy show. They were joking.
Officer Maggot will forever go down as
I
my
love
favorite
Officer
skit that he did. I cannot. Oh god. I don't know what to send him for Killstream. There's not a good introduction.
There's a trailer I found.
No, so Andrew's currently working with Absolutely, and the previous company. I was just looking at their dang thing, and now I can't remember what it is. That sucks that he's working with Tim Heidecker, bro. That sucks. Doing Things Media is what their previous one was called. But fuck, that's
a name.
That's so irritating.
What's wrong with him doing that? I don't understand.
I'll show you. Well, here, hold on. Oh wait, I might be thinking of. Let me see. Let's see.
Canceled World Peace? That seems unfair.
Yeah, his show is called World Peace.
All right, let's take this call. So
Oh.
you're saying they are.
How do you
just,
cancel
saying
World
hi,
Peace?
let's see what's
I
happening.
know. It's
That's
canceled.
that's a good. Yeah.
Hey,
Can you
What's
guys hear
up?
that?
what's up, man? How you doing?
Good. How are
Kinda.
you?
I think my setup's
Not
fucked.
so good.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
All right. So in my thing, is there like a volume slider?
Yeah, I got you all the way up.
Oh, okay.
I'll deal with it. Just turn it up where we can hear it. I'll turn mine
Oh,
down.
no.
Oh yeah,
no,
yeah.
no.
It's yeah, that'll work.
Want to guess?
I don't want you to blow out the stream.
No,
Very good.
it won't.
Hello?
I can manage
Go-
that.
Go cancel.
Oh, okay.
It's
Not
fine.
so good.
Oh,
Not so good.
Yeah. What do you think about that?
I'm sorry to hear it.
Are you?
I'm sorry to hear anyone's doing not good.
So yeah, this is right after his show got canceled. World Peace. This
Didn't
is.
you
right.
want the show?
This is.
What's that?
You there?
I'm here.
Didn't you
It's
want
very-
We
the show
won't listen to
canceled?
this whole thing, but there's
I
some
didn't
good
really have a
parts.
strong feeling about it either way. The only shows I don't want canceled are my own.
What a dick.
Didn't you
Yeah.
campaign against our show? Didn't you talk to people to tell them you didn't like the show?
Nope.
Did it?
Sam, I've talked about this for the past 3 weeks on the show. I've been very honest and forthright
It just
about
sucks that
my
All Gas
experience
No
with the
Breaks
show and with
is gonna
your
work with
audience,
this type of dude.
and, you know,
Because
that's really
he is good content.
all I have to say about it. I've been pretty straightforward about it. I'm sorry that impression exists online from a bunch of, Reddit posts and fantasy.
You've been pretty supportive of the effort to get the show pulled down. Because why? Because
How
it's
so?
racist. Because I wore blackface, which Sarah Silverman does 10 times a year.
How did I, but there's no evidence of me doing anything that there's no. What have I been doing? It's all innuendo and hearsay.
I've heard reliable people.
He just,
say
told
that
on
you were
himself.
instrumental, that
Yeah.
Judd Apatow went to talk to Adult Swim to ask for it to be pulled down. You've been supportive.
When the
of your
last
buddy,
time I talked, the last time I talked to Judd Apatow was at the bridesmaids release party.
You've been supportive of your buddy Brett Gelman.
Yeah,
who has
exactly. The word buddy is key here. I'm supportive of whatever he wants to do. He said he doesn't want to he doesn't want to make shows for Adult Swim anymore, not just because so I'm not going to fucking quit. That's stupid. That's all I said. Women, and
Brett Gelman is he didn't leave because his
Shoot, I wish he had timestamps or something. Because there are some funny parts in this, but I just don't want to listen to the whole thing.
What's up, dude?
Where are you calling from anyway? You in Boston or something like that?
No, I'm in Fall River.
Where's that?
It's an hour south of Boston.
All right. Cold?
What the fuck are they talking about?
So listen, the deal with Brett Gelman is nobody will
I
look
work hard every day. I work hard every day.
Yeah, you work hard at getting people's shows taken off the air. That's
Now,
real great.
listen, Sam, why don't you
that's
tell your
honest,
audience
salt the earth work.
Why don't you tell your audience that it's a fiction, it's a fantasy that's expressed to people there and to people around.
All right, anyways, this is not as good as I thought it was. What I wanted I thought it was
Abort.
What I thought it was this. This is hilarious.
Suddenly on stream, we just see like a
Hey,
four
Joe.
midgets.
Sam Hyde calling.
Hey, man, how are you?
Good. Beautiful Joe.
Now, this one does get loud.
Hey. You ever play that game? You ever play Beautiful Joe?
Do I ever what?
You ever play Beautiful Joe for PlayStation?
Oh, the video game, yeah, sure.
That's what I call you, Beautiful Joe.
Well, I'm flattered, thank you.
And we are enjoying that.
I am indeed.
Very good.
So, Sam, let me ask you a couple questions, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Do you consider yourself a member of the alt-right?
Of Adult Night? What is the alt-right? Is that some sort of indie bookstore? Excuse me?
It's a political movement that you seem to interact with a lot on Twitter.
A political